What's up, guys? This is Jimmy with Hifly Fitness. Today I want to talk to you about my lower body / upper body warm-up drills that I do primarily before every single workout, just to loosen everything up. Primarily my warm-ups include my warming up my shoulders, my rear delts, and my hips, and sometimes my ankles, but I didn't get to my doing any ankle mobility in this workout because my ankles felt fine. I didn't have any pain. I felt pretty flexible in my ankles, but as a caddy I get pretty tight in my shoulders, and I like to do band pull-aparts across my chest. I do about 10 to 20 reps with a voodoo floss, which is basically a latex band. You can do it with any other resistance band that you find in the gym, or you can buy these, or you can get them at your local bike store. It's basically just bike tire tubing, but it's slimmed down to make it less harsh on the skin so you don't rip your hair and whatnot. There's very many uses for this. And then I do tricep extensions, a few sets to warm up my elbows because of my tendonitis that I have. Right here what I'm doing is single armed band dislocations or single armed band pull aparts. I keep one hand in the air to keep the resistance, and then I bring my other hand down towards my ass and I kind of rotate around the shoulder cuff. Just to make sure that I'm mobile enough to basically do anything that I need to with my shoulders. And then for my hips, I do a few sets of paused squats, light pause squats. They're called squat stretches. You kind of get into the squat and you kind of just sit in the bottom portion of it, and you let your hips and your joints and your knees and everything get the synovial fluid going. Shout out to Lyle McDonald, who originally told me about this. I've never really thought about doing it. One thing to keep in mind is that you need to keep everything contracted at the bottom. Don't let it go. I think I did that here at the first set. I kind of just dropped my butt down, but you want to keep everything tight. You want to keep your glutes turned on. You want to keep your weight in your heels, and you want to keep your chest up. You don't want to fall over. This is really going to warm up your hips and get the synovial fluid to lube up all your joints. And then after that, I did a few sets of goblet squats, and then you turn it into a hamstring stretch at the top. It's the position you might be in a deadlift, a conventional deadlift. But what I like this mostly is that it warms up my lower back and it warms up my hamstrings. It gets them firing and activated so I can do deadlifts and squats and whatnot. Here's another angle from the side. I really shoot my knees out with my elbows. If you can see that, my elbows are just shooting my knees out. I'm keeping my glutes contracted. The kettlebell is very close to my chest. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell. I have pretty severe tendonitis that I've been able to remove primarily through taking out shoulder pressing the barbell. I don't think I was doing it as properly as I should have been. I was putting a lot of the pressure into my elbow versus keeping the tightness of my back, so I'm still rehabbing my elbows. So one thing voodoo floss or latex bands can help you with is taking out some of that tendonitis before you work out, which is awesome because it may flare up again afterward, but this is kind of a temporary solution. So you can either do pull-up hang, so hang on a pull-up bar, or another thing I do before my upper body workout, which I didn't show here, is about 10 to 15 push-ups on a bench press, so it's kind of like an incline push-up. That's all I really have to talk about today. Those are my primary movements that are basically my base movements for both my upper body and lower body, minus the pause squats. So if you enjoyed the video, let me know. If you'd like more information on mobility work or what you can do to improve your flexibility, your strength, your size, anything, check out my website, hiflyfitness.com. I want my homies to rise from within.